How you doing? So this is my 2010 Jeep Grand Cherokee with a 5.7 liter V8 Hemi in it. So I got about 118,000 miles driving down the road, and the engine failed. The part of the problem is that the dealership said that they were going to replace the motor for $10,000. Charged me $150 for the diagnostic and went somewhere else. They were going to use a Jasper's remanufactured engine, which is sitting here now. So after $8,000, it also had bad motor mounts. Jasper's, what they do is they redo the seats and a couple other things that have to do with the catastrophic engine failure. Basically, when the valves go down, they don't seat properly, and then basically it creates a sludge pattern, and so the sludge goes all over the engine and comes up into the intake and kills it and shoots the cylinder through, or shoots the valve through the cylinder block. Anyways, so this goes back to a long way. So back on the 2.7, I believe, 4.7 and 5.7, I believe that's what they are, all the way back to 2002. They've been having these problems and it doesn't stop. So, make a long story short, I created a case, went to Chrysler Group, called them up, and they felt really bad because before I've had I love Jeeps. I try to buy American, and I do as often as I can. So before this, I had the first Wrangler Unlimited, and I had no problems with that. Was up over 200,000 miles when I sold that back to Jeep dealership to buy this at the same Jeep dealership. So it's not the dealership's fault. I called up it's past warranty because this is, you know, obviously way past the date of the warranty. But 118,000 miles, these engines are having problems anywhere from 75,000 miles and on. And that's just unacceptable. So in looking at it right now, I don't really have any options. The only option I have is get this Jasper's remanufactured engine. Jasper's is making a fortune off of this, and Chrysler's answer is, not even I'm sorry, it's we can't help you. Oh, wait a minute, their offer was 4 free oil changes, which wouldn't even cover the $120 worth of you know, the fees, and I'll show you those in a minute. But the fees that it took for the Jeep to diagnose that the engine was dead, which I knew the engine was dead. Anyway, that pales in comparison to the way they would treat it, that I was treated at Chrysler. I mean, the people there, it's a separate group over there, and I said, just send me a letter stating that, you know, you're not going to do anything. And then they said, you know, no, we're not allowed to do that. I said, can I talk to someone who is? He said, no, basically we can't do that, and I'm not going to help you. So anyways, I just find that ridiculous. Before this, I also had a Wagoneer back in the 70s, Wagoneer, and didn't have any problems with that either. So back in the day, I had the Wagoneer, and then I had in between them I had a Nissan something or other, a Passport, Honda Passport or whatever, same thing as the Isuzu Rodeo, and didn't have any problems with that, but just got bored of it. All Hondas that I've had, it's actually my wife that's the Honda fan, they're all boring, and sure, they might have lasted a long time, but I'm so bored that, you know, by the time they're dead. Again, trying to stick to American, I also had a Mercury Sable, an 87 I believe it was, and that one, the motor mounts broke as well, and were rusted through, and the engine came down on the transmission and destroyed that car completely. They gave me a good deal on a newer model Mercury, but every single time I took a left turn, everything in the engine, everything in the car would die. I'd be stuck in the middle of an intersection, take it to the dealership, and they said they can't recreate the problem. So, and before that, it's been a series. I had a Trailblazer for a while, like that car, no problems, but just bored of it. You know, but again, no problems. Just like little things inside, interior-wise, but nothing big. So, So that's it. You know, I know that right now the recalls must be. So here's the invoice. 118,000 miles, 7,900. Paid 75, or sorry, 75 or 79.25. And this is the dealership's there's their thing. Declined work. Yeah, engine needs replacement. Yeah, paid 120 bucks. There's where it is. 120 bucks from them. Great.